Welcome to Clarelita's Creations. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Stay safe and healthy. So our little ones are going to be home. So today I want to bring you a recipe for sugar cookies. The concepts are the same: sugar, flour, egg, vanilla extracts, baking powder, and salt. Now, everybody's recipe is a little different. You can work with it. Like some people would add vanilla and a little dash of almond extract just to give it that little different flavor. I just use basic vanilla extract, pure vanilla extracts, okay? So I'm using 2.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 cups of sugar, 1 egg, teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. Okay. Now, if your butter already comes with salt, disregard the salt. Okay. Butter, I have 8 ounces of butter here, which is 1 cup. Okay, so it's basically like the equivalent. You know, you got the 2.5 cups of flour and you have the 1 cup of butter, which is 8 ounces. Okay, so now make sure your butter is at room temperature, not melted, because when you froth it, when you use the blender, you want it to incorporate well with the flour and the eggs and everything else, even though the eggs will smooth it down. Okay, now you can do it by hand, because before I had a blender, before I had a mixer, before I had anything, I used to make my sugar cookies by hand. Well, if you're gonna do it by hand, start with your eggs and your sugar and your vanilla extract, and just mix, and then incorporate all that into the flour. Okay, if you have a hand mixer, just go slow. Make sure you put your flour in a little at a time. You don't want your flour blowing all over your kitchen, and then you have to make your cookies plus clean your kitchen. That's not fun. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I usually take my sifter. Okay, here's my bowl. Let me take all this stuff out the way. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to film all this in one video because I want to show you how to make 2 colors. Okay, so we're going to take our sifter, okay, and we're going to put our flour there, okay, and we're going to add baking powder, okay, we're going to add our salt, okay, and we're going to sift. Okay, now the whole purpose for sifting is you don't want any lumps in your cookies. Okay, I know I don't. Okay, so we're gonna keep sifting. Okay, and it's looking really good. Okay, let me get a spoon so I can push it up faster for you guys, because I love you guys. So sugar cookies are awesome, especially for the holidays. All right, my daughter loves them. I usually keep cookie dough in my refrigerator. I make enough cookie doughs, and I keep cookie dough in my refrigerator. And then whenever my daughter wants cookies, I just take it out the freezer, unroll it, slice it, baking sheet with a parchment paper, and I bake my heart out. Okay, so we're incorporating all this. Okay, all right, there we go, almost done. Takes a while, a little patience, but it gets done. All right, because we want our cookie dough to be fabulous. Okay, so I just put this little bit in for video time sakes. Okay, so we got our flour in here. Okay, we leave that separate. We always leave it in a big bowl. Okay, push this to the side. Okay, now Let me get this other little bowl. And by the way, these bowls right here, they hang on to stuff and they're absolutely fabulous. I got these in IKEA and I love them so much. Okay, so in our bowl, we're gonna take our butter. Make sure your butter is room temperature. You don't want no hot butter. And no freezing butter either. Okay, so we got our butter, vanilla extract, okay, sugar, egg, crack our egg. Usually I recommend you to crack the egg on a separate bowl because you don't want to get no shells in there. But if you're a pro, go for yours, okay? Now, you can do it by hand like I'm doing it right now. Or, see, I want you guys to see. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see. But if you don't have a hand mixer, or if you do have a standing mixer, then, wow, go for yours. I'm going to push this to the side because I do have a handheld mixer. Now, you want to go slow always and then go faster, okay? So, we're going to mix this here. It should look frothy, okay? I'm going to put this a little bit closer so you guys can see. See that? Isn't that awesome? Okay. And this is our flour just waiting. See that? Okay. So we're going to continue. Okay. Oh, the sugar cookies. That vanilla extract smells so good. And I like when the cookies come out the oven. It smells awesome. Okay, so this is basically done. You see that? It's creamy. Okay, we're going to put this to the side because we're going to use that again to incorporate these two together. So now you take your butter and you put it into your flour. Okay. You incorporate every single little bit. Okay, push this to the side. All right. And now we mix. So do it gently. You don't want your flour all over the kitchen. Now, depending where you live, like if you live on a dry area or on a real moist area, I live in New York City. If you feel your flour is getting too rough and too tight, you can sprinkle a little bit of water at a time because you don't want your, see mine's, it got a little stiff. So what I do is, I get a little bit of tiny of water. And what I do is, I'll just put like a little dash, right? Because I don't want I want this to get incorporated, all mixed together. Okay, so add a little bit more, whatever works. Okay. Okay. There go our cookie dough. We take it out of our spatula, our little mixer thing right here. And trust me, when you're rolling dough and using food coloring, you're going to make a mess. So don't expect to make cookies and come out looking beautiful, even though you are beautiful. All right, so we're going to do our other one. Take this all out. Okay, That's what your cookie dough should look like, okay? Then we're gonna roll it out. We're gonna divide it into two because we want one with color and one with no color. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my spoon now. Mix it well because we want to incorporate all that flour. Now, I want to show you something. If your cookie dough starts to look sticky, right? Take a little bit of flour. And what I mean a little bit, I mean gradually. Don't go crazy just putting, you know, because you want your cookie dough, but you don't want it sticky. And you just sprinkle onto your bowl here. And take off my rings. And you use the best tools you have in the kitchen, which are your hands. So you grab it and you, I mean, this is the best tools in the world, is your hands. That's why God gave us hands. So, okay. So it's coming out really nice. You don't want to overdo it either. Okay, these are the best in the world. Okay. Put a little more flour. All right. Now, okay, so you work with your cookie dough, and it should start to look like this. Okay? It should start to look like this. And oh, it smells so good. Alrighty. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna move all this stuff out the way. And I'm going to show you how to divide everything into two. So now, this is awesome. You're gonna need a rolling pin, flour on your surface. Your surface needs to be clean. I already have flour here because flour just doesn't flow everywhere. But like I said, when you make cookies, especially when you make cookies with your kids, you're gonna have a hot mess. So just sprinkle some flour on the surface, not too much. Okay. And then, see, take the cookie dough and put it down. Ooh, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so take your cookie dough. And I got the spatula here because I like to scoop. So take your cookie dough, divide it in half. Okay, so now you should have two pieces, okay? So your first piece, let me see, make sure it's even. You want it to make even. So when you roll out, okay. Okay, so let me put the first one here and the second one here. Now, I have lots and lots of food coloring here, okay? So, I was thinking maybe pink. What do you guys think? Pink or blue? Let's go for pink. My daughter loves pink. All right. This is like a purple pink, neon, whatever. Anyway, let me get my gloves. Be right back. Okay, you're gonna need gloves because when you handle food coloring, it will tear your fingers up. It will make your fingers whatever color you're utilizing. So it's best to cover your fingers so you can blend the colors together. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. So this is what I like to do. I like to take my food coloring, right? And I like to sprinkle in the middle. I like to make like a little well in the middle. And sprinkle or squirt as dark as you want it, as light as you want it. I can't tell you put 3 drops, put 4, 5, put 5 drops. However you want your color. You want it darker, make it darker. You want it lighter, you make it lighter. Okay. So mix, mix. Make sure those gloves are on your hands. And slowly but surely the color will mix together. Okay. Make sure those gloves don't come off your hands because it will be a hot mess. Oh, this pink is looking awesome. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Takes a while, but you gotta keep blending. Okay. So this is what you got. Pink. Okay. So you got the pink. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's separate this one to the side. Okay, let's see. So I got a glass surface. I don't have a baker's table. Okay. So now we take more flour. Okay. Flour the surface. And now we got our white one. Alrighty, so we're gonna take rolling pin, okay? We're gonna take our rolling pin and we're gonna fill our rolling pin up with flour. Okay, push it to the side. You don't wanna get this in the way. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is your creativity, okay? So mine's, I just do it like this. If you're a perfectionist, go for yours. But I just do it freehand everything. You know, I don't really like measuring and stuff, you know. I guess because I've been in the kitchen such a long time. So, okay. So we have our first one rolled out, okay? Now, this is where I tell you I use my spatula. I use my spatula to elevate it, you know, make sure it doesn't get really stuck to the glass surface. Okay. Cool. And now we're gonna, let me take off these gloves. I really can't work with gloves. But, all right. So now we are going to roll out our pink one. Okay. So we're gonna roll out our pink one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Woo-wee. Okay. So this is what you should have. One pink and one blue. I mean, one pink and one white. Sorry about that. Getting my colors all mixed up. All right. So I'm going to lift the pink. I'm going to try because I am not on the baker's table. And fold it like this. Put it on top of here, roll it out. It doesn't matter if it's breaking up on you because it's gonna go in the middle. So don't worry about it, okay? Okay, if you wanna roll it a little bit just to line it up, that's fine. Okay, so now, let me see if I can stretch this out a little bit. Just to make it flatten. Okay, so let me take my knife. Let me take my knife and let me cut the excess a little bit out. Okay. Now, this is what I like to do here. Let me cut this out too. Now, you're going to take it from here, from the edge, and you're going to roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, 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 up. There you go. Keep rolling. Don't be scared. If it tears on you, don't worry about it. You know, it's just cookie dough. Okay, it's going to go in the oven and it's going to taste delicious. All right, let's get this end right here too. Okay. And voila. Okay. So I want you guys to see. See? Beauty and perfection right there. Okay. So now, I'll cut each ends out. Your scraps, do not throw them out. Okay, so this is your perfect cookie dough. All right, so you take saran wrap. Where's my saran wrap? Oh, here goes my saran wrap. And you are going to chop it up. Okay, grab your saran wrap. Okay, and you lay it down. Okay, you lay it down. I like to lay it in the edge of the cookie dough because I don't want to move it. And then I like to flip it a little bit over. Yes, because it'll get stuck. Now, oh, this is so awesome. Now, for those of you who like sprinkles, this is the time now to add the sprinkles and roll it in. So your outer surface of your cookie dough can have sprinkles. So, but I'm going to choose to leave my sprinkles for last. So when my daughter comes home, we can cut the cookies up, cook them, and then, or she can frost them or ice them and put cookies and decorate them. She want to put a snowman, whatever she want. So I'm not going to put the sprinkles on yet. But if you do want to put the sprinkles, this is the time to put the sprinkles on, roll it tight, and put it in your refrigerator, all right? For at least half an hour before cutting them, okay? So you roll it up with your saran wrap. Okay, and don't worry about making a mess because when you make cookies, you're supposed to make a mess. So let's see where we have here. I don't know where I put the anyway. So anyway, you put this in your refrigerator for half an hour, okay? And after you put it in half an hour, you take it out and you slice it into pieces, okay? You put it on your cookie tray, okay? It's good to have parchment paper, or if you have a non-stick pan, is even better. So make sure you put them an inch apart away from each other because they do rise, they do have baking powder. Another thing, if you don't want your cookies to rise, you want flat cookies, take out the baking powder, don't put it in, okay? And another idea is that when you cut out your cookies, I have many cutouts. Like I have these cookie cutters or whatever. When I cut out these cookies, if you don't want to frost them or anything, or put icing on them, take a toothpick and make like little holes in them so they can look like a store-bought cookie. You understand? Okay, so I hope you enjoy this DIY, and it's my favorite, and I love cookies, and my daughter loves cookies. So enjoy, and thank you for watching, and you're beautiful, so be your own beautiful, and happy holidays from my family to yours. Mwah!